Welcome to Vlog 2, Skills versus Capacity in Speed and Agility Drills. Throughout this vlog, I will refer to skill and capacity. Skill can be coached or cued, and often you will see immediate improvement. Whereas capacity takes time to develop. The athlete already knows the movement, but they lack some sort of capacity, such as strength or power, to complete the drills or activities adequately. We will see 3 different athletes who either lack skill or capacity in speed and agility drills throughout this vlog. Athlete 1 is a recreational netballer. She has to use short sprints when playing goal attack in netball. As you can see from the video, she doesn't have much speed and lacks an understanding of sprinting technique. The athlete actively needed to drive the spring of the leg backwards and underneath her centre of mass, instead of passively just placing her leg on the ground. As you can see from this video, she struggled with the rhythm to start off with and the coordination of driving the knee. So what we did was we tried to create new motor patterns. Looking at this activity here, she is driving the knee and understanding how to apply the force to the ground. The athlete has mobility to triple extend. You can clearly see this, and she can create a good position for sprinting, but she just lacks the understanding of how to put it in place. The technical model for sprinting, we would really like to see a full extension of ankle, knee, hip and shoulders. Hay 1993 stated energy efficient strides need the ankle joint to be fully extended. We also want to see positive front shin angle and a neutral spine. The contact time should be longer on the ground to regenerate more power. I've slowed down the video to look at athlete 1's technique. Already we can see there is more of a positive shin angle compared to previously. We can also see that there is extension in the ankle, but the hips could extend more to allow better triple extension. The spine is neutral, but we would like to see the body lean forwards more to develop better acceleration. Although this athlete primarily has a skill issue, we can also see there is a capacity issue in power. The drill here is a sled push and pull, where I'm asking the athlete to drive her legs like she is sprinting, but with that added resistance. We would also perform normal sled push and pull with heavier weights to develop power. Cahill et al. 2009 discussed the impact of sled pushing and pulling and its positive influence on enhancing speed capability. If we watch this clip, we can see athlete 1 now has better acceleration. When we slow down the clip, we can see her push and apply force into the ground in her start position. She is far more coordinated, and we can see better triple extension in her hips, ankles and knees. To further develop this athlete, I would like to look at building in more plyometric training to develop power. Remembering that she is a netball player, she needs to perform repeated sprints, so we would also implement repetitive work into her training. Athlete 2 has a capacity issue when sprinting, and it's predominantly based on power. This athlete is myself. I am a CrossFitter who plays netball recreationally. My position is centre, therefore involves short, sharp sprints. From the slow motion video, you can see here the athlete has an understanding of the technical sprint model and has good coordination. However, they lack triple extension, and it looks like they lack power or the ability to transfer the power correctly. It is also quite clear that the hip extensor is not strong enough to make a spring-like movement. Therefore, for this athlete, I looked at resistance sprint first. Maureen et al. 2006 found heavy resisted sprints were effective in improving 5 metre and 20 metre sprint times in soccer players. This would benefit athlete 2 for her sport. You can see when resistance is added, more power and force is needed. At first, athlete 2 struggles to gain coordination, and there is quite an excessive lean. However, we can see high knee drive and more extension in the knee and hip. The ankle is still lacking extension. However, I know this athlete suffered from a ruptured Achilles in the past, so this could be a weakness. To further develop this athlete's acceleration in the drive phase and her power, we tried partner release starts. What is interesting in this video is that the athlete's stride is bigger and we see a lot more ankle extension. I'm unsure if this is because of the drill or because there is more space compared to previous settings. To further progress this athlete, she needs to develop strength in her ankle and hip. The mobility is there, but she needs to learn to use the power effectively. As I already know she is a weightlifter, we could look at heavy pulls or high hang power clean and snatch. This would develop more power. We could also look at developing ankle strength and dorsiflexion with plyometrics, things such as depth jumps, rebound jumps to help increase her stretch shortening cycle. Chu 1984 has written numerous articles and books on plyometric training and has explained that the method is best to bridge the gap between power and speed. Next we are looking at agility. We're going to look back at athlete 1 again, who is a netballer, and she has a skill issue. Agility has been defined as the ability to change direction without loss of balance, strength, speed or body control. Pearson 2001. Athlete 1 can change direction but not with great speed. She does not have a ready position, which means she has to exert more force and therefore is slower also to react. Here we are looking at a simple pivot and run drill often used in netball. This is a simple change direction dodge drill where the cone is acting as a defender. We can see that athlete 1 can accelerate and move laterally. She is not able to perform turns or fake dodges yet. To complete these skills, she needs to be able to transfer weight quickly. This is something this athlete needs to learn. I set up zigzag cones to encourage transfer of weight from different sides. In this drill, athlete 1 moves laterally and pushes off using her outside foot, transferring her weight. She slowly gets more confident and comfortable with this drill. Here you can see athlete 1 complete forwards and backwards movement to encourage acceleration and deceleration. She is developing more confidence and becoming lighter on her feet. To make the drills more relatable, I added in a netball. This hopefully will encourage athlete 1 to transfer her skills into a game-like situation. To develop this athlete, I would continue to work on simple footwork drills, adding in the ball. Once she has more confidence, I can then develop her speed when completing these agility drills. Athlete 3 has a capacity issue. She is a recreational netballer and rugby player. Unfortunately, she is still recovering from a knee injury, which you'll be able to see throughout this vlog. Athlete 3 has a slight ready position with bent knees, but her stance could be a little bit wider to allow movements to be easier. She reacts well and is able to transfer her weight while staying balanced. When athlete 3 completes these agility drills, she has good technique. Her foot placement is solid, she is balanced and leans into the movements. She is also able to adjust her strides using acceleration and deceleration. These are all key points that were highlighted in the Young and Farad deterministic model of agility. However, some movements are sometimes stuttery and not as fluid as they could be. It is also apparent that there is a weakness in her right leg. In this video, she is unable to drive the right leg as high as the left leg, and it seems that the reactive strength and power is not quite there. This is due to an injury. To progress further, athlete 3 needs to develop reactive strength. I would look at prescribing some plyometric drills to teach athlete 3 to accrue force more effectively. This type of training will increase strength and stiffness of the tendons, especially the Achilles. Therefore, in turn, increasing the strength of her legs. I would start with simple box jumps, drop jumps, weighted jumps, before looking at going into single leg work such as bounding and hopping to develop specifically that strength in the right leg. All of these athletes needed very different programs, and as a coach it is your job to ensure that you meet the needs of your athletes. It's very clear when working with a skill issue, you will see progress in the athlete quicker. However, you will often then spot a capacity issue for this athlete. Capacity issues take longer to progress, and especially in agility, we need to ensure that we fluctuate the focus of training using open and closed skills to ensure that there is transferability into their chosen sport. Thank you for watching.